Underway here pretty promptly. Done delicately. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now, can he finish? Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh no, this does not look good. He's one-on-one! Fernando Torres. For Musiala. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And it's Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. Ball's gone out of play. And here's Mbappe. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And he's taking no chances there. Can he latch on to this? And now a sudden chance to counter. Musiala. Well timed, excellent interception. Pulisic. Oh, easy pickings there. And that's really well manoeuvred. And it's Messi. Conte. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Just eases him off the ball. And they've got a throw. That's a lovely, neat pass. And here's Drogba. Conte. Steaming on goalwards. And Batistuta! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Pulisic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Mbappe. Drogba. Now it's Drogba.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Batistuta. Floated through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Musiala. Guardiola. Now it's Torres. Madrid disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Now it's Kante. Milan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does...
He's had a hit! No mistake! They have come roaring back!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Madrid grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
It's a mighty effort! Guardiola. Ruben Dias. Batistuta! Goal! Milan! And they're back in front! So what's your view on that goal then?
Yeah, anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
Milan go into the lead. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Oh, nicely intercepted. Hernandez. And it's Fernando Torres. Beckham. Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Threads one in. That's tidy. He's got two. Really well taken goal. And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. What a great header, got plenty on that.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Mbappe! Now there's a great chance! Mbappe. So what can they make of this? Now that's well seen too. Alexander-Arnold. Referee's given a throw.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Pulisic. Now it's Torres. Musiala! That's a fabulous ball.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Kante with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Fernando Torres. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Che oggi festeggia l'anniversario di matrimonio.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Hernandez. Musiala. Drogba. That pass has been well intercepted. Alexander-Arnold deals with that comfortably. Quality ball. Spread out to the left. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Hernandez. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold, who's set up 1 goal so far, stood up well to him there. And here's Mbappe.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
That's been cut out, well played. Gets his pass away. And it's Conte. Batistuta has found the net here, of course. Madrid can breathe again, just.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
È di 80.113 spettatori.
Drogba showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Adams spots it and intercepts. Pulisic. Hernandez. Now Pulisic. Hernandez. Now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Beckham. Nicely weighted ball. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. And it's Beckham. But a real chance! Guardiola. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Messi. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Beckham. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. And here's Pulisic. Picked out brilliant. Now the finish! Oh, terrible pass. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it goes in for the header! He should have put that one away.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Messi looking for options for movement. And it's been given away. Great hit! It's there!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Ha segnato all'81esimo
So,
minuto.
time for changes
Numero
on
18.
both sides, actually. We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Madrid must do something here, and very quickly.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Mbappe!
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And that is expertly dealt with.
Minuto di recupero.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Listen, despite the loss, they have to take something from this. I think the coach will have seen things he needs to work on, so I'm sure they have a lot of sorting out to do before the next game, and they can get there.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Miles gone, doing everything we Can't look at it all, but we're feeling blessed. We always gotta keep it up, ain't nobody stopping us. Together to the end, so fast, got you furious. Corriendo en contra del reloj, sintiendo que nada está a nuestro favor. Unidos en misión, vamos sin temor. Que no se acabe aquí, que no se acabe aquí. Tu velocidad me tiene viva, no sé ni cómo vamos a parar. Una adrenalina adictiva, abróchate que no le vamos a bajar. No le vamos a bajar, 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 no le vamos a bajar. Corriendo en contra del reloj, sintiendo que nada está a nuestro favor. Unidos en misión, vamos sin temor. Que no se acabe aquí, que no se acabe aquí. Tu velocidad me tiene viva, no sé ni cómo vamos a parar. Una adrenalina adictiva, abróchate que no le vamos a bajar. No le vamos a bajar.
Cek satu dong. Cek. Cek. Cek satu, cek satu, cek satu. Remote ini mana sih?
As you can see in our first set, it should be awesome entertaining one, whichever side you find yourself on. We have a great of beers, the juices, it's brilliant scenes here too, so much in line with this reputation as great entertainers of the Catholic set. Getting away here pretty funky. It's pretty much the I see that. It's one loose here. Talk about a really lightning. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate it. On heels rather than toes. You've always been players that are willing to make the moves. You keep what you want. That ain't happens. But I think themselves unexpectedly behind. But you know, it's okay, but we should be It's Terus. Quick delivery, no choice. You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good attacking. There's a Mbappe. Takes it up brilliantly. It's Mbappe. Let's get in here, yeah. And we're back to pretty good chances. He's a fair distance from goal. Not sure if that's going to go. Loose ball now. There's a chase on to retrieve it. Alexander Reyes. And quick play back. So, this is the time you need that pace. He's pulling in. It's the pace of the keeper. Determined running. Back on the defence. Yeah, definitely not much wrong with where the track goes. The defence were just well prepared for what he's doing. He is arriving. The launch of a brand new hero. Yeah, they really got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas going to be punishable. I think he took I was on the bench before the ball was kicked, but he's here for good. That's a lot of with the goal. What first? Looks a ball. He's given it. Here's Torres. Scoring thieves, Gied and robust. Still in the early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. That's fabulous. With breakaway, clinical, and clean. The finish. Just brilliant counter-attacking football. And as soon as possession was there, the keeper would move with devastating speed that was just too hot to handle. They tried to go into the lead. To be expected, Peter, they've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do, will continue to do by the looks of it. Now, that was one big no-no when you've got a key firm in the box. The third opportunity. Super. So they pay for the protest there. The bike gets it through it. Ridiculous. That's a lot of time. Sure, it's always trying to break over here by the looks of it. I would say that this is probably the easiest one to play the game because you try to absorb the numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball, particularly on the counter attack to get your men to play the opposition defence. That's what the best of it. It's really so. Space out wide here. He's through here. Six to six. And again. And yes, it's there. Satisfied because you know right shot, right reactions there, right place, right time, easy tickets. A transfer to squad, and it's a position of real strength. Well, their manager seems to have the worst ticket. Oh, it's unfortunate. Took a touch out of the family. The truth is, as if they have been, they all count one. But they have to have time, beat it, and think they're looking pretty good. Here's Mbappe. And then this. It's gonna feel stick to the work. Intention cuts it down. Won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure, something more constructive. They get back swiftly. Good gets over and intercepts. Luciano. There's Terus. The keeper's in command. They've got to be quick moving this forward. Nice interception. He's also taking time. Here goes again. Here goes each other.
Yes, mana seorang naiknya obat pada situ. Yes, ada suara mic-nya.
And it's offside there.
Suara.
I would think this one is possibly over contest. They've already
Dia mau ini sama kadang
game honestly to take the lead. But it's not there. After a remarkable half, very close to the normal.
cek kalau. Ah, mana? Suaranya oh. Suara PS-nya ada. Nah, ini PS-nya malah dimatiin. Suaranya om tapi ada. Ini kan suaranya PS kan? Hah? Cek kalau lanjut lagi. Balance nggak?
And the action is back on the way.
Coba dicek suara.
Hernandez, he's got away. And that's been drilled in. Danger averted for now.
Suara kalah ya?
Brekalo chips it through. Alexander-Arnold makes the interception.
Balance. Suaranya nggak kedengar.
Fagioli cuts it out. Stood up well to him there. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. Hernandez producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. And he welcomes it in. Mbappe. Messi. Is there any support? He might not need it. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Keeper's not concerned by that. Mbappe. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Guardiola. Mbappe. And there's green grass ahead of him. Musiala. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Great hit! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Atalanta can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Looking for the runner. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now who's going to be first to this? Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. Ribery. Oh, this is a very good run. And he cuts out the supply. That is a great pick out. And the finish! And it's there! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Ribery, and he was quick to react. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, what a mistake! And he's intervened well there. Now it's Torres. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. There's the shot! Son Heung-min. Oh, it's a sweet ball that. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Ribery was steaming forward. And that is as far as they're going to go. Looks for the finish. He's put his foot right through that one.
Atalanta just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Madrid will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. He's under a lot of pressure there. And he's picked out the run. Ribéry gets through on his own.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It is a corner, good chance. And they've got rid. Atalanta are looking to go forward now. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. Can he get onto this? De Jong gets flagged offside. Ribéry. Castanos. And here's Son Heung-min. Messi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
No, that's been intercepted. Castanos. And it's Son Heung-min. Four added men on the board. And they can counter here. Hernandez going full tilt down the left. And he's managed to get free. There's the hit!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And we're done. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out.
Tapi ada nobar tuh. Iya, Liga Champions soalnya. Oh. Hah? Oh, situ. Jam 2 pagi. Oh, yang di atas dua aja ya? Atau di depan sendiri? Di depan itu lagi.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Look at this stadium, as you can see, very much ready for action. The blue and black colours of Atalanta, affectionately known as La Dea. The action has already started. And it's played forward. Now it's Maradona. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, super find. Shot a goal! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Atalanta are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Maradona. That is a brilliant interception. No way through. He can run onto that. Fernando Torres is on his own. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Messi. Ooh, a delicate chip through. Now the finish! And he's heaved it away. He's found a way past. Hernandez crosses. Terrific header! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Keeper has taken decisive action. Atalanta have the chance to go the other way. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive.
Oh, what a climb! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Neymar is offering a right smile there.
Big chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Atalanta applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. And here's Mbappe. Looks to clip it forward. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Guardiola. That has been cut short. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Oh, super ball! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Maradona, Neymar, good read, needed to be. It'll be a throw-in. Maradona will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Musiala, oh red, nice interception. And he's gone searching crossfield. That'll be a throw. That pass isn't the best. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Cafu.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Has a goal! Caught offside that time. Thinks one through. Oh, shooting chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Brilliantly cut out. And it's Wilshere. That is a great ball, and that's a superb pass. Good-looking ball. Now it's Neymar. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Guardiola. Now Ruben Diaz. Alexander-Arnold. Ruben Diaz. Musiala. Fernando and Torres! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Ci sarà un
He can
minuto
get
di
that
recupero.
clear. That's Guardiola. Oh, that's a fine interception. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0. Let's look back on the first 45 minutes.
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Madrid are in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And they win it back again. And it's Neymar. Maradona! Guardiola.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Wilshere. Maradona. And that's gone loose. Fernando Torres. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Nice ball, and he's in here. Chance for the header! And he hits the net. A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Fernando Torres.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Big header! Decent enough try. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Neymar. And here's Maradona. He's got space and the shots! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Maradona, who's short. That's a sharp pass. And now they can string out a defence.
Des. Ditekan yang lama saya.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Mbappe.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Nyalain lagi. Mati.
And here's Mbappe. Now it's Torres. And they're back on the ball again. He's shifting through the gears here. Neymar. Maradona. Mbappe. Can he get onto this?
Nyalain lagi. Oh, biarin dulu. Drop. Udah hijau belum?
A real chance if he can get through. Davids. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Mbappe. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he cuts out the supply. Davids. Oh, no joy this time. Now then, the ball's come loose. And here's Neymar. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And Batistuta! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, that's a real shame, because it could have led to a real momentum shift.
Atalanta have their second corner now. Maradona plays it short. There's the hit! And that's a real chance missed.
Aku back. X harusnya back.
Madrid are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to... Batistuta! Oh, the ball's run loose here. McAllister ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Couldn't squeeze it through. That's been cut out, well played. Passes short and sharp. Neymar.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Ribery. And he's managed to get free. Tried to chip, but it wasn't his best.
Well, the correct option was taken in the circumstances. The correct execution wasn't.
It's their second corner of the game. It's a mighty effort! Gets his head to it! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And that's that. Madrid are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Fernando Torres claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Bangsa kopi bangsa ini tidak sopan sih. Tidak sopan
It is a game which the grand scheme of things maybe not too much into it. It is equally guilty in theory because of the much trying chance of putting out the crowd position to a biggest of themselves is the favourites out. Three-match build-up has been fantastic. Just joining us, we have the winner of the way. We'll be happy with that. There is a consistent close step. But just require people to reach its end.
Valverde. Well-timed, excellent interception. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Little Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he shows the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Now it's Rafinha, and that's a good ball. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Cristiano Ronaldo demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. He can run onto that.
Messi really added the width.
In with a header! Hernandez.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Alexander-Arnold.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
He could be in here. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done. This is about as perfect.
And he's going to Rex. Oh, that's a waste. Alexander-Arnold. That is a great pick out.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Guardiola pinches it off him. And here's Messi. And the shots! Ah, he's given it away. Tries the cross. Messi. Guardiola. And he was quick to react. Fagioli, and here's Messi. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That pass has been well intercepted. Can he latch on to this? Pickford. Robertson is sporting a guilty look after that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Alexander-Arnold ready to try one. Messi! Oh, how good is he! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Indonesia are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Now it's Messi. Robertson. Messi. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And here's Messi. Guardiola. Messi delivering the goods as expected.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring, because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
He's shifting through the gears here. A big chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That has not gone well. Hernandez. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And the pass is intercepted.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Musiala, oh, well played. Rafinha has created one goal already. That is good alertness. Guardiola. And here's Torres. Mbappe tries a shot! It's in! And right on half-time! That is telling!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play, with the half-time scoreline 2 goals to 1. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, we've had plenty to go at that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Torres. Torres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Guardiola looking to penetrate opposition lines. Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Oh, that's fabulous! And now they can clear their lines. Rafinha. Hernandez spots it and intercepts. Now that looks a decent ball. Fernando Torres. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Can he get onto this? Guardiola. Fernando Torres being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop them in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here. That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Rafinha. Musiala. It's a pretty loose pass. Fagioli. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo stood his ground strongly. Played into space out wide. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. That has been cut short. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Rafinha. Oh, easy pickings there. Fagioli. Guardiola. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Messi. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 42, el dorsal 6 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 11, Ribery, el dorsal 20.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Madrid finding their passes. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Corner number 2 then.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 4 será reemplazado por el dorsal 24.
And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. He is through here. Played back in. Oh, red, nice interception. Madrid must do something here, and very quickly.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
And it's Ribery. And that has been clubbed away, taken back almost at once. Palmer running with the ball.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Ribery. Mbappe was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
De Jong has been caught there, it's a foul. Hernandez. And there goes the final whistle. Madrid can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance...
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And he's away. He's through. It's one-on-one. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
That'll be a throw-in. Well, that looks a decent ball. Musiala.
Peter, I think there's a good chance that opposition strikers today will have their work cut out with Vito Baia, simply because he's been...
Oh, what a climb! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Alexander-Arnold. Torres. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another. Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
And he's only too happy. De Bruyne! It's in! Any deeper thoughts about that goal?
Oh, I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
So, a breakthrough already. He just refused to budge, and he's got his way. Threads one in. Oh, he's onto this. There's the hit! He's scored! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Aberdeen are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Musiala.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bastoni, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And Messi! And here's Mbappe. Messi. Now it's Messi. Guardiola. That is a brilliant interception. Musiala. De Bruyne. Spread out to the left. Almost half an hour in now. And once more he proves rigid and robust. That's a throw. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's taking no chances there.
Aberdeen clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Beckham. Alexander-Arnold gets a foot in here. And here's Mbappe.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Madrid are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Now it's Messi. Oh, what has happened? Can he finish? It's in! And there is his 30th goal. Torres at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
El dorsal 18, Fernando Torres.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this league. They have the momentum now.
And that's definitely not his best. That's headed upfield. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. Back into the middle. Played back in. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Beckham. De Bruyne. Nicely worked. De Jong kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, Red, nice interception. Beckham. Well, that is one way to stop him. And there's Green. That is Scooter! It's in! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Aberdeen clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Aberdeen go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
And the first half is done.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que junto a las puertas de acceso al estadio hay instaladas unas fichas destinadas a recoger sus donativos para nuestra campaña solidaria en favor de los más necesitados.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Yamal! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Aberdeen grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. He has found a way through, and he cuts out the supply. Ruben Diaz and Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Mbappe. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Can he get it through? Oh, he's been caught napping. Kvaratskhelia. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Beckham demonstrating his defensive quality there. Musiala. Mbappe. Now it's Torres. Musiala. Fernando Torres. Now it's Messi. Mbappe.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
He's shifting through the gears here. Kvaratskhelia! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Spirited to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Kvaratskhelia. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Ribery. And it's Fernando Torres. No, that's been intercepted. That's a little off target. And here's Terus and Ribery! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 17. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Madrid will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. That's really well cleared. Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here. De Jong. Guardiola. Foden. Guardiola. Mbappe. And the shot! And he hits the net!
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Madrid give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And that's gone loose. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Messi. Ruben Neves. Now it's Drogba. Half an hour gone in the second half. And the ball is out of play.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
The changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Foden. And it's Messi. Mbappe. Bayer can pick that up. Ribery. Madrid have reclaimed it. Ruben Diaz. Not the most accurate pass. He's got away. Drogba. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
To increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Aberdeen blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Mbappe, big header, goal! And they are right back within touch. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Ruben Diaz. Now Foden. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. McAllister. Now it's Torres. Oh, super ball. Trippier.
Habrá
Palmer.
6 minutos
Looking for the
de
runner.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Picked out brilliantly. Oh, that was no routine save.
Look, when we talk about decision-making, there's a great example. Strong and decisive.
Oh, easy pickings there. That looks a cracking ball. Now it's Mbappe. Tries the key, rises! He's got a goal! Deep into injury time! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Madrid give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. So that's it, it is all over. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal.
What are you thinking? It can be difficult at times to play football with fans if they're not living up to the expectations. With confidence looking at the
Well, hello, welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also...
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
Mbappe! Messi. Messi. Yamal. Always onto this. Climbs up big! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Yamal in acres of space out wide. Guardiola. And here's Drogba. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges? And the finish! Guardiola. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Now he's off and running. Alexander-Arnold.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Van Bouten did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's been cut out, well played. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Musiala. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Madrid so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Drogba, he is through here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Gets his pass away.
You can never be short of runners in the space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Drogba. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, he's in! And the shot! Goal! The breakthrough strike!
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Olise is in a really good position out wide. Mbappe, delivery from... He's gone tall! And he's got that completely wrong. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Musiala. Madrid disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency.
Substitutions taking place.
Madrid have run the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Now it's Drogba. Hits one! Oh, good-looking ball. And he's had a hit! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Nicely weighted ball. He's got away. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Torres. Elise. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And we have our very first corner. Oh, smashing header! It's loose, and again! And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Guardiola. Now it's Torres. And it's Messi. Decent hit! Here's the whistle for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
To inform you that
How would you review the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Madrid leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. There's the start of the second half. Madrid carrying a 1-goal lead. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. De Jong. And it's Guardiola. Fernando Torres. And the ball's come loose here. Messi. Alexander-Arnold.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's found a way through.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Now it's Mbappe. Face to face with the... Now the finish! Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Has a shot! That carried quite a threat. Hernandez. Torres.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Yamal looking to get on the end of this. Madrid are still that goal to the good. Yamal facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
And it's Guardiola. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Keeper's ball. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his...
He's given it away. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, that's fabulous. He's going for goal.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
That has not gone well. That pass isn't the best.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, Gied.
Nuno
Coming on
Mendes.
the field is number 11, Second.
Oh, strongly challenged there. And he has been fouled there. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Just off target.
Alexander-Arnold did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Good read, needed to be. Pressure stays on, it is a corner.
Substitution.
It's their second corner of the game. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Nuno Mendes.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Ruben Diaz cuts it out. Looking for the runner. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
That has been slung wide. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Messi. Nice physical challenge. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Oh, he's found support out wide. McAllister did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Saka. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Elise, and here's Kane, put it away! And he thumps it clear.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Gied Entertainment. Number 3, Nuno Mendes. Coming on the field, number 5, Hay. Number 12, Timber. Substitution in progress.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Great ball, and he's in here. There's the hit! Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
And it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold.
That's going in strongly.
So that's it. It is all over. Madrid have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win. Well, little question that this is the box office game at this level today. Thank you for joining us. You've made a very good choice. There's so much resting on the game. It should be a cracker. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. As you can see, we've already started here. Madrid cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. The unmistakable Daniel van Basten.
One of those players that's been there, done it, got the t-shirt.
Perhaps that's his greatest strength, Jim, his experience.
Certainly one of them, Peter, although for me his all-round game is what impressed most. He's a credible goal threat too, both inside the box and from range.
He's got one mighty shot on him. I think it's true to say he once burst the ball while taking a free kick.
I can actually imagine that.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Torres. That's good defending, very good defending. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And here's Mbappe. Fiddles it through. Now it's Messi. Van Basten did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Can he put it away? Look who it is. He leads the way. He leads the way again.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Madrid penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
How important will this turn out to be? This is going to give them a lot more options now.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Spread it left. Played back in. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it. Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now this, Messi! Now who's going to be first to this? Alvarez. Oh, and he's through the middle. Might be danger here. Can he finish? Really well taken goal. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Halfway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Almost half an hour in now. Now it's Torres. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Alvarez. Alvarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Looking for the run. De Jong promptly onto that, and that is that. And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way through. And that has been clubbed away. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. De Jong gets across to intercept that. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Cantona. Yamal. Now, what about a counter-attack? Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Guardiola.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he cuts out the supply. Mbappe. He could be in here. It's a goal kick. Guardiola. He can run onto that. He's onside. Nice control. Yamal. And here's Alvarez. Now it's Torres. Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Madrid head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. Madrid head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, 1 each, and the game right on edge.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que no está permitido el consumo de bebidas alcohólicas dentro del estadio. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 21.
The second half then, just getting going.
El dorsal 17.
Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rodri cuts it out. Hernandez.
You can never be short of runners in the space, as long as the space...
Shot a goal! Madrid do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Mbappe. Nice defending, it's got the job done. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Pass is just off target. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Foden. Well, played right into his path. Great chance! And he's there to get it away. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Madrid have their second corner now. Cleared without hesitation. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. So, third corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. He's found a way through. Alvarez couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it. Tries a shot! Oh, it's there! And they are on the rise again, ahead again in the race for promotion.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Madrid get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get to...
And the finish! Sticks it away! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Madrid take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
That is a great pick out. And he's searching through. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Pass somewhat off target. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, that was vital. Danger averted for now.
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Oh, that's a key interception. He's shifting through the gears here. Rodri. Vardiol. Mbappe has a goal! And that would have won it.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Decent hit! He can get that clear. McAllister. Oh, important interception. Foden. Chance here to counter. Just 5 minutes remaining now. He could be in here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, that's well spotted. Mbappe. Now it's Torres. Short changes him with that pass. He can run onto that. Pedri. And Vardiol. And the number on the board is 3. So nearly the perfect ball. Van Bouten kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's looking to set free a runner. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7.
So there's going to be another change here.
Serán sustituidos por El dorsal 9. El
Now that's
dorsal
well seen too.
6.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Madrid are going up, and now they can dream. Messi on the score sheet 3 times. Very much the man. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? What a game, what a performance.